to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Minneapolis. Price now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll motion over Thielen. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Catch made by Thielen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Third and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That one incomplete. Covering, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return.
That ties the game.
The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year two, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be?
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here for Robinson. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
Ball carrier. Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 3. Handoff, Jones. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup 10. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
There's Jefferson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up the challenging fourth down decision.
The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go again with Robinson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Penix on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Oh, but he'll gather it back in.
It's a gain of 16.
Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
A huge
1-yard
advantage to
line.
red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Falcons 0.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now, this looks like a design run. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll try and get there on the ground. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcon 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. We'll go play action now with Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. Whoa! And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's Ryan Wright now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. We'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Open man left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
A big play for Minnesota. 32 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Jefferson's got it coming around. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down
Personal
by
foul.
the punter,
Roughing the kicker.
and this might
Defense.
keep the drive alive.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Penix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Falcons.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. McCarthy going to tap this one forward to his receiver. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. David Onyemata getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
They'll motion over Thielen. On the give, it's Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He was dropped for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. And this one's blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back to back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It's a loss of 4.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
The Vikings field goal. A 26-yard attempt. Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Falcons 7.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Reichard had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Second and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Penix. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and Just nowhere for that back to go.
Penix on third down. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Fourth down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Try the right side with Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
3rd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Jones into the secondary, past the 40. and they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
37.
A big play for Minnesota. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the
Big hole
35-yard
up the
line.
middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. Give him 19 yards on 3rd and 18. They found a way to get it done. First down.
First down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
From the pistol, it's Jones. And he ran right through one tackler, sliding forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll take this one in. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Vikings.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings move out to a 24-10 lead.
Vikings 24, Falcons 10.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offense...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Ivan Pace getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Third and a long way to go. London brought in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up his first down. After a gain of 7.
7-yard gain.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 32 yards.
Vikings, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Jones. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 3rd.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
That penalty is declined.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will extend this third quarter lead.
Falcons 10.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll throw. It's Penix. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Bijan Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Penix. Moving left. Taking off, and he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Falcons.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
They were able to connect on the comeback, but I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that one.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That's complete to McLeod. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here for Robinson. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st and 10. It's Penix. Crazy. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
From the gun here, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Now Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Ivan Pace getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On the run, Jones begins this 4th quarter. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Jefferson's got it coming around. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At the 38-yard line.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Vikings 1st down. First and goal at the
They're doing a
2-yard
really
line.
nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Peyton Ellis.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Loss of a yard.
All the offense is trying to do here is just get a little breathing room so that they can operate their entire system. But this defense, they sold out, brought pressure. And the offense is lucky that that one didn't result in 2.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. We'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
David Onyemata brought him down. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run it once more with Jones. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Tried to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 9-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. Making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Aaron Jones, touchdown Minnesota. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Falcons 13. Will
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Agnew on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pitts is the man in motion. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Woo! And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Woo. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That's his second touchdown tonight.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer.
Vikings 40, Falcons 20.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, Jones. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Hayden Ellis, he gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Jones. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So, a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.